Hello, and we're back po. I apologize for the bad internet connection that we have a while ago. Sana po is mas maayos na ang ating internet ngayon. And at everyone po, let us continue with our review here. Sige po, let's wait a little bit more para sa ating mga participants ng ating review session. Okay, so let us continue po. So number 10 po, what technique is used to convert mixed numbers to improper fractions? A. Finding the common denominator. B. Cross multiplication. Or letter C. Multiplying the whole number by the denominator and adding the numerator. Or letter D. Division. Okay po. And kanina po nasabi na natin ang sagot, and that is letter C, multiplying the whole number by the denominator and adding the numerator. Okay? Sige po. Ngayon po, to convert 4.2 kilograms to grams, what should you multiply by? A, 10, B, 100, C, 1,000, or letter D, 10,000? 30 seconds po ulit. Okay. So, 15 seconds. May I suggest po, dahil 9 o'clock na, skip ko na po yung mga 30 seconds and diretso na po tayo sa mga sagot. Okay, so, kayo po naman is mag-shade lang po kayo sa mga answer sheet ninyo para lang po mabilis tayo, no? And mas maaga tayo makatulog at makaprepare for the night. Okay, so i-skip na po natin yung mga 30-second timers natin, tsaka na lang po natin siya i-implement. Okay po, ang sagot po dyan is C1000. Okay po? So, in every kilograms is meron po tayong 1,000 grams. Okay? So, kung i-convert po natin yung 4.2 kilograms to grams, kailangan lang po natin siyang i-multiply to 1,000, and therefore, we will have 4,200 grams. Okay? Okay, number 12. Or rather, makikita nyo po dito is yung easier, no? Infographic on how we can convert yung mga conversion natin. So, meron po tayo yung base natin, base unit natin. So, for metric system, we have meter, yung base unit po natin, no? Pero meron din po tayong by deca, hecto, kilo. So, makikita nyo po dito yung nakabilog, no? It's 10 raised to 3. So, ibig sabihin po, i-multiply po natin siya by 3 or yun. Okay? Next po, number 12. Which type of storage device is considered outdated but was commonly used for storing data in earlier computer systems? Letter A, zip disk. Letter B, local storage. Letter C, cloud storage. Or letter D, hard disk. So, the answer po dyan is letter A, zip disk. Bakit po si zip disk? Si zip disk po, no, is medyo kasing itsura po siya ng floppy disk, kung naalala nyo po siya, no? And it's a removable storage device na popular noong 1990s and early 2000s, no? Si local storage naman po, ito po yung any storage na physically on our device. For example po, in our laptops, no? In our laptops po, we may have, pwede po na meron tayong HDD or SDD, no? Pag sinabi naman po natin cloud storage, ito po yung paraan natin kung paano tayo magsasave ng data online. Example po is OneDrive, Google Drive, ano pa ba yung mga pinagsasave natin online? Ayun, Google Drive, OneDrive po yung example. Yun yung mga pinakagamit natin eh. And then, when we say hard disk naman po, it's non-volatile data storage device. Ang ibig sabihin po ng non-volatile data storage device is, ito po yung kahit i-off natin siya, no? Hindi po siya katulad ng RAM or ng random access memory, na kapag tinurn off natin is nabubura yung data na sinave natin. Okay? Si hard disk po, hindi ganon. Okay? Kahit i-off po natin, i-turn off po natin yung ating devices, nandoon at nandoon pa din yung iniwan po natin na data. Ayan, so ito po yung itsura na zip disk, yung kulay black. And then yung kulay blue naman po is yung floppy disk or yung diskette. No? Naalala nyo pa po ba yan? Okay, number 13. In the context of file storage, what is an example of remote storage? A. Optical drive, B. Hard disk drive, C. Cloud storage, D. Diskette. Okay, and our correct answer is C. Cloud storage, no? Bakit po si cloud storage? Pag sinabi po kasi nating remote storage, no? Ito po yung mga way natin kung paano po tayo mag-store ng data na separate, okay? Hiwalay po doon sa ating mga devices like laptop. So, typically po, na-access po natin yung data na yon through internet. Pag sinabi po natin na optical drive, no? Gumagamit po siya ng laser light para mabasa yung data natin. So, i-relate nyo na lang po, optics, light. Okay? Optical drive. Ang example po niyan, yung mga nakagisnan po natin na CD, DVD, Blu-ray. Okay? Pag sinabi naman po natin na diskette, no? Ito po yung mga floppy disk. Okay? Example po niyan is floppy disk. Pag sinabi naman po natin na hard disk drive, once again po, it's an example of non-volatile storage device. Okay, number 14. Why is backing up files considered essential in computer maintenance? A. It helps in increasing computer speed. B. It allows software programs to run faster. Letter C. It decreases the cost of hardware repairs. Letter D. It ensures data integrity and minimizes the risk of data loss. So it's A, B, C, or D. For Miss Kimberly po, nag-live po tayo kanina kaso po medyo mabagal yung ating naging connection kanina. Okay, so kinontinue lang po natin yung live natin kanina. So, kanina po is parang first part, ito po yung second part. Kaya po nag-skip na po tayo sa number 10. Okay po? Ayan, so let us continue po with number 14. And the correct answer po is, it ensures data integrity and minimizes the risk of data loss. Okay po? And let us continue with number 15. The Pareto principle suggests that by addressing 20% of issues, you can achieve what percentage of the benefit? Letter A, 10%, letter B, 20%, letter C, 50%, or letter D, 80%. Okay. So, uh, Miss Kimberly, if you want po, we can review po yung 1 to 10 later, no? Tapusin lang po natin yung ating first 55, yung hanggang 55 po natin, number 55. Then babalikan po natin si number 1 to 9, no? Actually, mayroon naman po tayong run through later. Okay? So ngayon po, let us continue. Ang sagot po dito is letter D, 80%. Okay po? Bakit po 80%? Ano po ba si Pareto Principle? Okay? Sabi po ni Pareto Principle, no? Na karamihan daw po ng outcomes ng ating mga efforts, no? Or karamihan po ng mga outcomes, no? Yung mga outputs na binibigay po natin or result is dahil po yon sa 20% na ini-input natin. Okay? So, sabi din po dito, Pareto Principle, the observation that although there are often many causes for any observed phenomenon, karamihan po yung mga maliliit na bagay, no, yung 20% po, yung nagiging responsible dun sa 80% na outcome na yun. Okay po? So, yun po yung Pareto Principle. And this one po is involved, no? Bakit po siya kasama sa TLE? Kasi po, part din po to ng methodologies in terms of managing, operation and management. Okay? So, let us continue po. Number 16. Which of the following must the electronic storage system be capable of? A. Ensuring that no unauthorized person can view the stored records. Letter B. Allowing direct communication between bookkeepers and accountants. Letter C. Storing the books in paper form for easy access. Or letter D. Reproducing legible and readable hard copies of electronically stored books of accounts. Okay. So, ang sagot po natin dyan is letter D. Okay, reproducing legible and readable hard copies of electronically stored book of accounts. Okay? Bakit po hindi yung ibang choices? Kasi po ang main goal po ng pag-store po natin ng electronic is first po is para may backup, no? And hindi lang po para may backup, para po mai-print po natin siya in hard copy, no? And number 17. What does a PERT or PERT chart primarily illustrate? So, A. Cost-benefit analysis. Letter B. Project schedules and task evaluations. Letter C. Financial projections. Or letter D. Employee satisfaction rates. So, medyo nandiyan na po yung reference natin kung ano yung PERT chart. Pero ang sagot po is, syempre po, letter B. Okay? Project schedules and task evaluations. Okay? Si financial projections po is hindi po ganyan yung magiging itsura niya. It's more on statistics po. Si employee satisfaction rates naman po is nakukuha naman po natin siya through surveys. Okay po? Through surveys o kaya reviews po ng ating mga employees. Well, si PERT chart po is as you can see po sa ating picture, no? Para po siyang flowchart. Okay? Na pinapakita po ano po yung mga step by step na kailangan pong gawin ng ating while we are undergoing a project. Okay, number 18. To promote a more sustainable workplace, bookkeepers can work with which department to assess flexible work arrangements? A. Sales, B. Procurement, C. Operations and Management, or letter D. Public Relations. And so, ang sagot po natin dyan is, of course, letter C, Operations and Management. Okay po? Bakit po si Operations and Management? Basta po pag sinabi na yung arrangement po nung kung paano tayo magtatrabaho sa isang kumpanya, si Operations and Management po yun. Si Sales po is more on marketing. Si Procurement naman po is ah, kung paano po tayo makaka-receive, paano tayo order ng mga supplies and materials na kailangan natin. Okay? So, pwedeng sa office natin or sa iproproduce natin ng mga products. Si public relations naman po is external po siya. Okay? Kung paano po nagko-communicate yung company natin to other companies, or pwede naman po kung paano magko-communicate yung departments versus other departments, okay, within our organization or company. Okay. And, ito pala. Sales po, once again, is about revenue generation or client relations. Si procurement nga po, katulad nga po ng sinabi ko sa inyo, is paano po tayo makakakuha ng mga supplies natin, ng mga gagamitin sa office, and also yung mga gamit natin na iproproduce natin ng mga products. Okay? Public relations po, branding and media communications. Okay? And si operations and management po, anything po related kung paano tayo magtatrabaho. Kasama po yung mga workflow, yung mga schedule ng ating mga employees, etc. etc. Okay? Number 19. What is the primary objective of the 5S methodology? A. To increase the number of technological assets. B. To reduce employee work hours. C. To improve workplace organization and efficiency. Or D. To cut costs by reducing inventory. And the answer po dyan is to improve workplace organization and efficiency. Okay, so ano po yung 5S methodology na to? Si 5S methodology na po na to is ginagamit po siya all across the courses of TLE. So, whether housekeeping po yan, caregiving, bookkeeping, industrial arts, ICT, etc., etc., ginagamit po natin si 5S methodology para po maisaayos yung ating mga workflow, no? Para saan po si 5S methodology? Syempre po, first nga po is for efficiency, no? Second po is para mabawasan po yung mga hindi natin kailangan na mga gamit or resources, no, sa ating workplace. Okay? And yung 5S methodology po siya natin, kaya siya tinawag na 5S kasi meron pong 5 phases yan na nagsisimula sa letter S. The first po is the sort or series. The second po is systematize or SATON, no? May isa pa po siyang pangalan, set in order. Okay, systematize, SATON or set in order. Pangatlo po si shine or si seiso. Pang-apat po si standardize or si seiketsu. And panglima po o panghuli natin is si sustain or shitsuke. Bilisan. Okay, number 20. May kinalaman pa rin po sa 5S methodology, using visual materials to label items and to provide instructions or practices under what phase of 5S? A. Seiton, B. Seiri, C. Seiketsu, or letter D. Shitsuke. Okay, and the correct answer po dyan is letter C. Seiketsu. Bakit po C. Seiketsu? Okay, pag sinabi po nating Seiton, no? Ito po yung example niyan. Di ba nga po sabi natin is set in order. So, ito po yung ilalagay po natin yung mga items at their allocated places. For example po sa carpentry, pagsasama-samahin po dapat natin lahat ng power tools, lahat ng cutting tools, lahat ng under their classifications. Okay? Para po mas maging maayos. No? Pag sinabi po naman po natin seiri, it's throwing away broken or unused items. So, tinatapon na po natin yung mga hindi natin kailangan. No? Lumabas po to sa exam ko nun. Ano daw po yung first phase ng 5S methodology. No? And, thankfully, tama naman yung naging sagot ko, Seri. And kaya ko siya naalala kasi, Seri, sorry. Okay? So, sorry, kailangan na kitang itapon. Okay? And, di ba una, magsusorry ka muna. Okay? Pag may tinapon ka. Ayun lang, ginawan ko lang siya ng kwento sa isipan ko. Kaya siya Seiri, sorry. Okay? Si Shitsuke naman po is standardized, no? And paano po tayo nagsa-standardize sa loob ng isang kumpanya is we develop procedures, no? Nagkakandak tayo ng inspections. Kasama din po yung pagtitrain ng employees. Okay? And last po si Seiketsu is using infographics or bulletin boards. Di ba po sa ating question, it's using visual materials, no? Parte din po ng visual materials yung infographics, no? Paglalagay ng bulletin board. So, kung kunwari po sa company nyo, may nakalagay kayo ng organizational chart, o kaya mga label po ng mga rooms, that's part po of Seiketsu. Okay. Ito ba, mas comprehensive po na definition po ng 5S. So, once again po, pag sinabi nating SERI, it's sorting, clearing, and classifying. No? So, ito po yung una natin na phase in 5S methodology. So, tinatapon po ulit natin yung mga hindi natin kailangan. Okay? Next po is systematize, yung pangalawa natin, SATON or set in order. Kung saan, pagkatapos nating itapon yung mga hindi natin kailangan ngayon, yung mga items natin, yung mga tools and equipment natin, ilalagay natin ngayon sila in their designated areas. And the next po is a sweep or say-so. Pag sinabi po natin sweep or say-so, nililinis po natin not just the workplace itself, pero po kasama po yung mga tools and equipment. Okay? Standardize or Seiketsu, example nga po kanina, is yung pagsaset ng procedures. Okay? Kasama din po yung pagtitrain. Sustain po or Shitsuke, ito na po yung pinakahuli kasi po ang goal na po nito is paano na yung first 4 phases natin is mapapanatili natin. So mula kay Seiri hanggang kay Seiketsu, paano po natin mapapanatili yung order na yon, no? Yung kalinisan, pagiging efficient na yon, no? Kaya po part po ng Shitsuke is yung mga examples po natin kanina, no? Okay, sige po. And that's it for 5S. Let's go back with our question. Question number 21. A Grayton TLE student is building a wooden shelf for a project. The instruction says to cut a wooden board that is 6 feet long, but the measuring tool available only shows inches. How many inches should the student measure out to cut the correct length? A. 48 inches, B. 60 inches, C. 72 inches, letter D. 96 inches. Mabilis ang computation po, isipin, ilang inches po ang meron sa isang feet. Pag alam nyo po yon, madali na to. Okay po. And the correct answer po dyan is letter C. So, ilang inches nga po ba ang meron sa isang feet? It's 12. 12 po. Okay? So, para lang po i-compute to, i-multiply lang po natin yung 6 sa 12. So, 6 times 12 is equals to 72 inches. Okay po? Tomorrow po, marami din po tayong math. No? Pero bawal po ang calculator sa TLE. Ang pwede lang po mag-calculator ay mga math major. So, sanayin po natin ang ating mga mental math skills. Okay, let us proceed. Number 22. What must electronic storage system include to maintain the quality of the stored records? A. A program for regular evaluation and quality assurance checks. B. A tool to automatically delete outdated records. C. A link to the company's external auditors. Or letter D. Access control for specific users only. And the correct answer po dyan is letter A. A program for regular evaluation and quality assurance checks. No? So, hindi po pwede yung letter B kasi po hindi po porket outdated na yung records. Like for example, for the past 5 years is automatically po i-delete natin. Paano po kung kailangan po nating pala yung previous record na yon, no? Hindi din po pwede yung a link to the company's external auditors rather. No? Wala po siyang kinalaman sa quality. Access control for specific users only, hindi din po, no? Okay, let us proceed with number 23. What is the formula to complete net income? A. Revenue minus expense is equals to net income. B. Assets minus liabilities is equals to net income. Letter C. Liabilities minus revenue is equals to net income. Or letter D. Owner's equity minus expenses equals net income. So, ang sagot po dyan ay letter A. So, ano po ba yung net income? Pag sinabi po nating net, okay, meron din po kasi tayong tinatawag na gross income. Pag sinabi po nating net, yun po yung kita po natin, no? Kunwari, nagbenta tayo. Kita natin na wala na yung lahat ng nagastos natin. Okay? So, kita natin siya as is, no? Hindi natin kailangang ibawas, or rather, nakabawas na doon yung renta, nung ating posisyon sa palengke, o kaya yung materials na ginamit natin. Okay? Ayan, meron pala ako ditong definition. Pag sinabi po natin net income, okay, yun po yung profit na-earn na ng ating business pagkatapos na po nating ibawas lahat ng expenses natin. Okay? Pag sinabi naman po nating revenue, yun po yung total money a business earns from selling goods or services. Okay, pag sinabi po natin yung revenue, wala pong net sa umpisa, revenue po as is. Yun po yung lahat ng kinita natin, no? Kumbaga ba yun po yung lahat ng natanggap natin na pera, without considering po yung mga nagastos natin sa ating business. Pag sinabi naman po nating expenses, ito po yung cost ng business natin na kailangan nating gastusin para lang makapag-operate, no? For example po nito is yung materials, no? Example din po nito is yung renta natin sa pwesto, yung electricity, pasok din po dyan sa expenses, yung bayad po natin sa tubig, pasok din po yan sa expenses, okay? Pasok din po dyan yung pangsweldo natin sa employees natin, okay? Pag sinabi naman po nating ay assets, ito po yung anything na pagmamay-ari ng ating businesses. So, kasama po dyan, magkano po yung cash natin sa ating bangko or yung cash on hand natin. Kasama din po dyan, ano-ano yung mga equipment na meron tayo sa office. Meron ba tayong printer, computers, laptops, okay? Assets din po yan. Kasama din po yung buildings, no? Kung sa inyo po yung pwesto nyo, that's also an asset. Next po, liabilities. Liabilities naman po, ito po yung debts or obligations po na a business owes to others. Okay? So, dito po papasok yung mga utang natin. So, for example po, kayo po ay bumili ng mga tools or rather ng mga equipment pero naka-credit card. Liability po yun. Okay? Liability po yung mga kailangan yung ibayad in the future. Okay, equity naman po. Ito po yung share ni owner. Okay? Ito po yung sa Tagalog po, dito po nanggagaling yung ating kapital, no? Or yung claim po ni owner sa kanyang business. After all, liabilities are subtracted from assets. Ngayon, balik po tayo sa formula ng net income, no? So, once again po, ang formula po ng net income equals revenue minus expenses. Okay? Let's proceed with number 24. This refers to the list of all the company's account titles and its account numbers or codes in a ledger. And the answer po dyan is letter A, chart of accounts. Si chart of accounts po, wala po akong picture, pero ang nakalagay lang po doon is parang a series, minsan po 3 to 4 digit number po, tas yung katumbas niya na account po. Sa mga kumpanya po kasi, meron silang mga codes po or posting reference na ginagamit pag po nagbo-bookkeeping. So, doon po sa chart of accounts yung nakalagay. So, for example po, 201, ito ay para sa purchases. Kunwari lang po, hindi ko po kabisado yung mga number codes na yun eh. O kaya po 202 naman po para sa equities, etc. etc. May mga ganun po sila. No, pag sinabi naman po nating general journal, yun po yung mga general, okay? Yun po yung mga entries po, original entries ng transaction natin. Okay? So, isipin nyo po na yung mga journal na ito is parang notebook kung saan po natin nilalagay yung mga transaction natin. So, si general journal po is yung pang all-purpose, kumbaga. Pag sinabi naman po nating source documents, yun po yung original records na nagpapatunay na may nangyaring transactions. Example po dyan ay mga resibo, invoices. Kasama din po dyan, for example, yung papel po na binibigay sa payroll, di ba po may ganun yun? Pag po tayo tatanggap ng sweldo, meron po tayo minsang payroll slip. Ayun, payroll slip na natatanggap. That's also an example of source document. So, anything po na papel, na copy na nagpapatunay na tayo ay naglabas or nagpasok ng pera. Si special journal naman po is, ito naman po ang pinagkaiba na sa general journal is pang specific siya na purpose. Kung si general is all-purpose, si special naman po is meron siyang specific na pinaglalaanan na yun lang yung ilalagay mo doon. So, for example, sales journal. No? Si sales journal, doon mo lang ilalagay ano yung mga naging sales ninyo, ano yung mga nabenta ninyo. Okay? Pwede din cash disbursement journal. Doon lang, doon sa journal na cash disbursement journal nyo lang ilalagay sino-sino yung mga nagpaluwal at kailangan nating i-reimburse. Okay? Ito, chart of accounts, organized list of all accounts sa titles and corresponding codes. No? So, bawat kumpanya po is iba-iba po yung pwedeng chart of accounts nila. Okay po, number 25. This refers to the resources owned by a business that represents the future benefit to the company with reliable measurement. A. Owner's equity. B. Assets. C. Revenue. D. Liabilities. And the answer po dyan is assets. Okay, na-review na po natin to. So, pag sinabi po nating assets, yun po yung mga pagmamay-ari natin. Okay, so marami pong klase ng assets. Meron po tayong tinatawag, paki-take note na lang, meron po tayong tinatawag na current assets. Meron din po tayong non-current assets. Pag sinabi po nating current assets, yun po yung assets natin na within 12 years is nasa atin pa. No, meron din po tayong tinatawag na tangible at non-tangible assets. Tangible assets, yung nakikita natin, nahahawakan natin. For example, equipment, equipment, tools, pera. Non-tangible naman po, hindi natin nakikita, like patents. Okay? Yung mga patents natin is also an asset. So, kung yung kumpanya po nyo po is, for example, naka-innovate ng isang product na very unique at meron siyang patent, no? That is a intangible asset. Okay? Ngayon po, how many milliliters are there in 2.5 liters of water? A. 250 ml, B. 2,500 ml, C. 25 ml, D. 250,000 ml. Okay? And the correct answer po dyan, syempre, is letter B, 2,500 ml. Okay po. So, sa isa pong litro, meron tayong 1,000 milliliters. Okay, 27. Which of the following best describes a personal transaction? A. Business makes a donation to support a community event. B. An employee buys a birthday gift for a friend using their own funds. Letter C. A company owner pays for an employee training session. Or letter D. A company purchases new machinery for the production. And the answer po dyan, syempre, is letter B. So, syempre, obvious naman po, si employee ay bumili ng birthday gift para sa kanyang kaibigan gamit ang kanyang pera. That is a personal transaction po. Unlike po sa iba, no, na kung saan, for example po, sa business is nag-donate po, hindi po siya personal transaction. Okay? For example din po, si company po is nagbayad ng training session ni employee, hindi din po siya personal. Same din po sa pagbili syempre ng machinery. Okay, pag sinabi pong personal, syempre it involves you and your own cash. No, hindi po ang kumpanya. Okay, next. Jenny is interested in turning her leather into shoes and selling them on the market. What nature of business would they be following? A. Service business, B. Merchandising business, C. Manufacturing business, or D. All of the above? Ano kaya ang sagot? And the answer po dyan ay manufacturing business or letter C. Bakit po manufacturing? No? Meron po tayong ito po ay tinatawag na examples po ng mga transactions, no? So, meron po tayong tatlong klase dyan. Ito nga po yung service, merchandising, and manufacturing. Pag sinabi po nating service, based on its name itself, service yung binibigay niya. For example, salon, o kaya clinics, no? Hindi po sila naglalabas or ang main profit po nila is nakadepende sa binibigay nilang serbisyo. Okay? Si merchandising business naman po, ito po yung retail minsan o kaya wholesale. Ito po yung nagba-buy and sell po sila ng mga ready-made na goods, no? Grocery, drugstore, okay? Sari-sari store, merchandising po yan. Manufacturing naman po, ito po yung gumagawa na po tayo ng mga produkto. Okay, we are producing goods from raw materials. Example po is factories, food processors. Okay, number 29. In preparing a sloped farm in the Philippines for planting leafy vegetables, which soil preparation method would be most effective in preventing erosion and why? A. Burning dried leaves and planting immediately to enrich soil. D. Deep plowing followed by direct seeding. C. Terracing the slope and constructing drainage canals. D. Flooding the area before planting to loosen the soil. And ang sagot po natin dyan is letter C. Terracing the slope and constructing drainage canals. Okay? Bakit hindi po yung iba? No? One great example po dyan is actually yung for example po, yung mga rice terraces, yung mga rice terraces po natin dito sa Philippines, what we're talking about po kasi is sloped farm. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga farm po natin na possible is nasa bulubundukin. Possible lang po, okay? Hindi po effective po si burning dried leaves, no? Kasi po, kapag po tayo ay nagsunog, maaari pa po tayo makakontribute sa soil erosion. Hindi din po pwede yung deep plowing, no? Makakontribute po din po yan. Same din po with flooding, no? Lahat po sila, A, B, and D is pwede pa po makakontribute sa soil erosion or sa pagde-destabilize ng lupa po natin. Okay? Especially po since water po is one of the contributors of soil erosion. Okay po, number 30. Balik po tayo kay Gagne's 9 events of instruction. What is the second step in the Gagne's 9 events of instruction? A. Inform learners of the objective. B. Stimulate recall of prior learning. C. Gain attention. D. Present the content. So, bago ko po i-share yung answer, kaya po maraming Gagne's 9 events of instruction kasi po nung nag-exam po ako, may mga ganyan tanong about po kay Gagne. No? Tas yung tanong po doon is pinagsunod-sunod po kung ano-ano yung mga 9 events of instruction na yun. At that time po, hindi ko alam yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Ang alam ko lang, may Gagne's 9 events of instruction pero hindi ko po siya kabisado. No? Hindi ko po alam kung natama ako siya. Kasi sobrang haba po ng tanong na yun. So, try nyo po na aralin din po ito. Okay? And the answer po dyan is, syempre po, letter A. Inform learners of the objective. Bakit po letter A, no? Sinisipon ako, sorry. Ang una po kasi nating step is kung maalala nyo po, ay gain attention. Yun po yung nagpapamotivate tayo, no? Nagpapalaro tayo o kaya magtatanong tayo sa kanila ng mga motivational questions, okay? Stimulating recall of prior learning, yun po yung pang step 3. Tapos yung gain attention naman po is yun, once again po, pang step 1 natin siya. Si present the content naman po is step 4. Okay po? So, kung kaya nyo pong isabuhay, kung kayo po ay nagtuturo na, madali nyo na pong makakabisado yan kasi ganyan lang din naman po yung ginagawa natin sa classroom. And for now po, break muna po tayo ng 5 minutes kung pwede. And we will be back in exactly 9:40. So, 4 minutes na lang para sakto tayo. 9:40 po, balikan ko. Inom po muna tayo, CR muna tayo, CR break muna tayo. Magpahinga po muna tayo at baka kayo ay na-information overload na. So, yun po muna for today. Hello? Sige po, let us continue. So, once again po, number 31 is, ang sagot po dyan ay liabilities. Okay? So, just a review yung kanina po, na-discuss na natin to. Si revenue po, ang ibig sabihin ay kita. Kita ng ating kumpanya or ng ating business. Letter B po is assets. Kung ano na po yung mga pagmamay-ari natin. No? Pwedeng buildings, pwedeng equipments, tools, or pwede din po na cash na hawak natin. Pag sinabi naman po nating equity, yun po yung capital natin, yun po yung pera na ininvest po sa atin ng ating owner, no? Nung business owner, no? Or nung ating mga investors or stockholders. Okay? So, easy na lang po sa atin yan. Dahil ilang beses na po natin na-discuss yan. No? So, ayan, next. What is the correct accounting equation for number 32? A. Assets equals liabilities minus equity. Letter B. Assets equals liabilities plus equity. Or letter C. Equity is equals to assets plus liabilities. Or letter D. As liabilities equals assets plus equity. So, ang tamang sagot po dyan ay assets equals liabilities plus equities. Ito po ang ating tamang sagot. No? Ang kwento ko po niyan sa utak ko nung nagre-review po ko is mabait si Ale. Okay? Kasi po, positive po. No? So, pag pinag-add po natin yung liabilities natin, tsaka po yung equity natin, yun po yung dapat po mag-i-equal po siya sa assets natin. Ayan. So, ito po yung foundation ng ating balance sheet, no? Na yung total assets po natin, no, must equal dun sa claims na meron tayo, which is liabilities and owner's equity. Next, what would be the value received and value parted with if JDC Corporation purchased office supplies for its business? A. Value received equals cash. Value parted is office supplies. Letter B, value received is office supplies, tas yung value parted equals old office supplies. Or letter C, none of the choices. Letter D, value received is office supplies and value parted with is cash. So, ano po yun? Ano po ang sagot? Ano daw po yung mga na-receive natin na value and yung mga value na kailangan nating i-let go? And the answer po dyan ay letter D. No? Always remember po, in terms of transaction, is lagi po siyang two ways. No? Lagi pong two ways. For example po, tayo po ay bumili ng milk tea, no, sa bayan. Bumili tayo ng milk tea sa bayan, no? Tapos kayo po ang may-ari ng milk tea shop na 'yon, no? Kayo po, para matransact yung pagbili ng milk tea ng inyong kaibigan, no? Kayo po ay nag-let go, for example, ng materials o kaya po ng pasweldo sa inyong empleyado, no? Pero kahit po nag-let go kayo ng materials, ng expenses ninyo, is naka-receive naman po kayo ng cash. Okay? So, ganun po lagi sa bookkeeping, no? Lagi po siyang two-way. Meron po tayo na re-receive and meron din po tayo na pa-part. In this case po, yung na-receive po natin is office supplies, and then, yung kailangan po nating ibigay is yung cash. Okay? So, hindi po letter A kasi po baligtad, no? Same din po with letter B, mali din po ang letter B. Okay, let us continue. Number 33. What does the term on account mean in a transaction? A. The business paid with a check. Letter B. The business used petty cash. Letter C. The business owes money or bought on credit. Or letter D, the business made a bank deposit. So, ano daw po yung ibig sabihin ng on account? And the correct answer po dyan ay letter C, the business owes money or bought on credit. No? Pag sinabi po kasi nating account, no? Para po siyang credit card, no? Na by, for example po, in accounting po or in bookkeeping, pag sinabi po nating on account, yun po yung lagi nating ibig sabihin na inutang po natin or it's bought on credit or bibilin po natin siya or itatransact po natin siya via installment. Okay? And actually, tingnan nyo po yung ibang choices dito. Halos parehas po sila. No, na gumamit ng cash or check. No? Unlike po si letter C. No, si letter C lang po ang naiiba. Number 34, which account normally has a credit balance? A, cash, B, rent expense, letter C, owner's equity, or D, supplies. And the correct answer po dyan is letter C, owner's equity. Bakit po owner's equity? Sa bookkeeping po kasi, always remember po, meron pong debit, meron din pong credit. Okay? Ayan. Ito pong nakikita nyo is sa ating picture, no? Meron po tayong system na tinatawag sa bookkeeping which is T account, no? Sa left side po natin, sa bookkeeping po, sa left side po natin, nire-record yung lahat ng mga debit natin. And sa right side naman po, no, just as this, dun po natin nire-record yung credit. Ano po yung ibig sabihin ng DR na to? Ang ibig sabihin po ng DR na to ay debit. Okay? And yung CR po, ang ibig sabihin niya po is hindi comfort room, kundi po credit, no? Yan po yung parang abbreviation nila sa bookkeeping, no? And under debit po, tatlo po yan, no? Nakasama sa debit. Drawing, expenses, assets. Sa credit naman po, nandoon po si liabilities, equity, revenue. Para mas madali pong tandaan, meron po tayong mnemonics dito which is dealer. Okay, si D po, DEA is ito nga pong tatlong to, while si LER naman po is ito pong nasabi na natin. Okay? So, always remember po, once again, lagi pong two-way ang transaction. If meron po tayong nilalabas, meron din tayong pinapasok. Okay? Number 35, balik tayo sa ICT. While assembling a computer in a computer systems servicing class, a student identifies the monitor, keyboard, and motherboard as examples of which computer component category? A, computer, B, hardware, C, peopleware, or D, software. Easy na to sa atin, di ba? So, the answer po dyan is letter B, hardware. No? So, si monitor po, keyboard, and motherboard is hardware. Pag sinabi po nating peopleware, yun po yung human users natin or IT professionals or tayo po, na mga tao, people. Okay, people. Na gumagamit po ng computer or nag-i-improve ng computer. Pag sinabi naman po nating softwares, ito po yung mga programs and operating systems natin. And syempre pag hardware naman po, ito po yung tangible na. Lahat po ng physical components natin sa computer. Okay? Lahat po na nakikita natin, nahahawakan natin, that's part of hardware. Okay, number 36. Which analytical technique uses intuition and reasoning to solve problems? A, brainstorming, B, logic and intuition, C, SWOT analysis, or D, PERT chart. Ayan. And the answer po dyan ay letter B, logic and intuition. Actually, nandiyan na ito na po yung keyword natin, uses intuition. No? Ngayon, bakit hindi po si brainstorming? Si brainstorming po kasi is more on idea creation. no? Minsan, mas madalas po natin ginagamit si brainstorming for idea creation. Okay? Ay, meron po pala ako dito. Idea generation. Okay? Si SWOT analysis po natin, alam po natin yan. Strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats. So, si SWOT analysis po natin, mas magbibigay po tayo na example niyan bukas. So, subaybayan nyo po. Si per chart naman po, na example na natin siya. Ang ibig sabihin po, once again, ng per chart is program evaluation and review technique. Okay? So, as example kanina, dito po natin pinapakita yung mga task natin and also yung mga time estimates natin. Number 37. What is the main goal of information sharing meetings and business communication? A. To discuss sales targets and forecast. B. To give personal updates. Letter C. To engage attendees and improve future meetings. Or letter D. To finalize business deals. And the correct answer po dyan ay letter C. To engage attendees and improve future meetings. Okay? Ang pinag-usapan po natin dyan ay business communication. So, out na po si personal updates, no? Si finalize business deals naman po, it's not necessary po na may meeting in terms of businesses it's already about business deals, no? And we're talking about information sharing. Okay po? Ang keyword po natin dyan is information sharing. Next po, you opened your email and found a message urging you to forward it to 10 people to avoid bad luck. The message has no identifiable sender and contains unverifiable claims. What type of cyber threat does this situation illustrate? A. Spam. B. Phishing. C. Hoax email. D. Social engineering. And the correct answer po dyan is letter C. Hoax email. Bakit po si hoax email? Hoax email. Si spam po kasi yun po yung nakaka-receive po tayo ng messages na hindi naman po natin gusto or hindi naman po talaga natin sinubscribe. Pero mostly po is ginagamit po for advertising. Si phishing naman po is a type of scam, no? Kung saan ina-attempt na makuha yung sensitive information ninyo. Ito po ay usong-uso ngayon. Ito po ang isa sa mga pinaka madalas na mangyayari, no? Kung bakit po na-scam ang ating mga pera online. Kasi nabibigay natin unknowingly, yung iba po, hindi natin, naibibigay po nung iba unknowingly, unintentionally, yung kanilang details, especially po yung OTP. No? So, ito po yung kunwari may tumatawag, tas hinihingi po yung information ng inyong credit card or ng inyong bank account. Okay? Pag sinabi naman po nating social engineering, ito po is yung umbrella term natin. Umbrella term kung paano po natin minamanipula yung mga tao para mabigay sa atin yung mga information nila. So, kasama po doon yung impersonation, no? Kasama din po doon yung phishing. Okay? Social engineering. And yung hoax email po, ito po yung mga kung dati po nakaka-receive kayo ng mga SMS, mga text, or kaya sa mga messenger or chats na kapag ito hindi mo sinend sa 10 tao, ay mamalasin ka. O kaya ay may mamamatay. Something. Okay? So, yun po yung mga hoax email. So, example po nun is chain letters, no? O kaya yung mga fake warnings po. Or urban legends. Kasama na din po dyan yun. Number 39. While designing a logo in a photo editing program, a student wants to save the image without a background. So, it can be placed cleanly over various designs. Which file format should they use to preserve transparency? A. JPEG, B. PNG, C. BMP, or D. TIFF? And the correct answer po dyan is PNG. Pag sinabi po natin JPEG, ang ibig sabihin po niya is Joint Photographic Experts Group kasi po sila po yung nag-develop niyan. Karamihan po sa JPEG, meron pong white or solid background sa dulo, sa likod rather, no? Si PNG, si BMP naman po or si bitmap, no? It's a raster graphics file format na dinevelop po ni Microsoft para sa Windows. Si TIFF naman po, tagged image file format, raster graphic file format din po, pero much larger po yung kanilang sizes. Si PNG naman po or portable network graphic, yun po yung madalas natin ginagamit. Ginagamit na format if gusto po natin na clear yung background natin. Okay? Number 40, konti na lang. If a company buys furniture for its office using cash, debit cards, or checks, then that is considered a what type of transaction? A. Non-cash, B. Credit, C. Cash, or D. All of the above. So, ano po kaya ang sagot? Ang sagot po dyan ay letter C, cash transactions. Bakit po cash transactions? Okay? So, i-define po natin to. Pag sinabi po natin non-cash transactions, ito po yung wala pong na-involved na money, wala pong naganap na palitan ng pera. Example po is ni-return po natin yung mga nabili natin sa Shopee pero hindi po natin na-refund. Okay po, non-cash po siya. Pag sinabi naman po nating credit transactions, ito po yung installment, no? Example po dyan is SPay Later, credit transaction po yon kasi po we're paying on account. Pag sinabi naman po natin cash transaction, anything po na merong katumbas na pera, no? So, pwede pong through online or pwede pong by check, pera pa din po yan. So, it's paid immediately. For example nga po, ay bumili tayo sa sari-sari store ng pagkain, or ng chichirya, ng noodles, ng kape. Okay? That's cash transaction. Kasi po nagkaroon po tayo ng palitan ng pera. Pero pag inutang nyo lang po yun sa sari-sari store, hindi po yun cash transaction. No? Credit na po yun. Okay? Kailangan po may palitan po ng pera. Okay, number 41. Which of the following is often referred to as the origin or foundation of all modern networks? A. Abacus, B. CPU, C. ICT, or letter D. Internet? And the correct answer po dyan is syempre po Internet. Okay? Bakit hindi po si pag sinabi po kasi nating network, no? Ang ibig sabihin po niya natin dyan is interconnected po yung mga devices natin, okay, such as computers. For example po ngayon, no, na tayo po ay nagre-review session, yung laptop ko po ngayon is connected to your phones or laptops kasi po we are communicating, we are sharing resources, no? Si Abacus naman po, ito po yung ginagamit po natin na tool for arithmetic, basic operations po. Si CPU naman or Central Processing Unit, it is the brain of the computer. Si ICT naman po, it's an umbrella term, okay? Referring sa lahat po ng technology na may kinalaman po in handling information or communication, okay? So, si ICT po is malawak-lawak na term. Okay, kumpara po sa iba. Si CPU po is hardware ng computer and si Abacus po is ginagamit po pag compute. Okay. And si internet naman po, no, is once again, it enables global communication. Nakakapag-share din tayo ng files and also online services such as TCRC. Next po, number 42. What is the main function of a firewall? A. Optimize browsing speed. B. Protect against malware. C. Block unauthorized access to and from networks. Or letter D. Monitor screen brightness. And the correct answer po dyan is letter C. Block unauthorized access to or from networks. Okay? 43. Which HTML tag is used to display images or pictures? A. IMG, image, SRC, or pic? And ang sagot po dyan is letter A, IMG po, yung tag na ginagamit natin. The letter B and D po, ano ko lang po yan, MA ko lang po yan. No, pampalito lang po. Si SRC naman po is yun po yung tag or attribute na dinadagdag natin para malaman saan po yung address ng ating image. Okay? So, yun po yung nilalagay po natin. SRC po. Number 44, which of the following is not a function of an operating system? A. Memory management. B. Process and update scheduling. C. Hardware manufacturing. D. File system handling. Okay? And the correct answer po dyan is letter C. Hardware manufacturing. So, hindi po nagmamanufacture, hindi po gumagawa ng hardware, no? As we discussed earlier, pag sabi po natin hardware, yun po yung mga keyboard, yun po yung mga monitor, yun po yung mga components ng ating computer na nahahawakan natin, nakikita natin. So, hindi po siya part ng operating system. The others po, kasama. Okay, number 45. What type of memory is lost when the computer is turned off? A. ROM. B. HDD. C. SSD. Or letter D. RAM. Okay, parang nasabi ko na to kanina. No? The correct answer po is RAM or Random Access Memory. Pag sinabi po natin na yung ROM, HDD, and SSD po, no, unlike RAM po, is non-volatile storage. Ibig sabihin po ng non-volatile storage, no, kahit po i-shutdown natin, kahit i-turn off po natin, is nandoon pa din po yung mga nakasave natin na data. Unlike po si RAM na volatile storage or random access memory. So, ibig sabihin po ng ROM, read-only memory, HDD, hard disk drive. Si SSD po, solid state drive. And mas mabilis po si SSD kaysa kay HDD. Okay? Number 46. Which of the following describes phishing? A. Installing malware on a system. B. Scanning networks for open ports. C. Tricking users to reveal personal info via fake emails. Or letter D. Encrypting files for ransom. And ang sagot po dyan ay letter C. So, na-discuss na din po natin yan kanina. Number 47. What does URL stand for? A. Uniform Resource Locator. B. Unified Resource Listing. C. Universal Retrieval Link. D. User Resource Locator. So, ang sagot po dyan ay letter A. Uniform Resource Locator. Ayan. So, pag sinabi po natin URL or Uniform Resource Locator, ito po yung web address kung saan po natin makikita yung mga just like po yung mga bahay po natin, 'di ba? May mga address. Same din po with sa nakikita po natin sa internet. So, bawat po web pages, bawat websites is meron po silang Uniform Resource Locator, no? Kung saan natin sila mahanap. Number 48. Which statement is true about open source software? A. It is always free but cannot be modified. B. It is proprietary and copyrighted. C. Its source code is accessible and modifiable. Or letter D. It cannot be redistributed. And the answer po dyan ay letter C. Its source code is accessible and modifiable. Marami po tayong klase ng mga softwares, no? Isa po sa mga klase ng softwares natin is open source software, no? Pag sinabi po nating freeware, yun po yung letter A natin, no? Libre po siya, oo, pero it doesn't mean po na libre ay hindi pwede po nating mabago yung mismong back-end system or front-end system ng ating software. Pag sinabi naman po natin ng proprietary software, no, ito po yung mga software na binabayaran natin. For example po ay Office 365, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, kasama po yun sa Office 365. Example pa po is Adobe, no? It's copyrighted po. And proprietary. So, binibili po natin yung mga softwares po na yon. Si open source software nga po, yun po yung pwede natin siyang i-modify or i-redistribute, no? Next po, number 49. What is the maximum length of a C85 Ethernet cable for a reliable data transfer? A 50 meters, B 75 meters, C 100 meters, or D 150 meters? And ang correct answer po dyan, no, kung gaano lang kahaba ang ating kable, ay 100 meters. Okay? So, sabi po dito, ang kaya lang po ng ating, or rather, ang maximum po ng ating C85 is 100 meters or 328 feet. Next po, which of the following is used to convert AC power to DC power in a computer? A. UPS, B. Power supply unit, or C. CPU, letter D. Motherboard. Ano po kaya ang sagot? The correct answer po dyan ay letter B, power supply unit. Okay? Pag sinabi po kasi natin UPS, ang ibig sabihin po niyan is uninterruptible power supply. So, ito po yung backup battery natin in case po na mag-brown out. No? So, para siyang baterya po. Para siyang baterya. Okay po? And yung motherboard po natin naman is circuit board po siya na nakalagay po sa loob ng ating mga computers kung saan po siya po yung nagko-communicate sa bawat components po natin ng computer. Okay? So, ganun po kahalaga si motherboard. And last naman po, pag sabi po natin power supply unit, ito po yung ginagamit para mag-convert po from AC to DC. So, ano po yung AC tsaka DC? Ang ibig sabihin po ng AC in electricity is alternating current. Si DC naman po is direct current. Okay? Examples po ng alternating current, no? Kaya siya tinawag po na alternating kasi po yung if we look po dun sa kanyang frequency, no, is nag-alternate po siya. Para po siyang sine wave. Alam niyo po ba yung sine wave? Yung pakurba, no? Pag sabi po natin alternating current, ganito po yung itsura ng kanyang frequency. Okay? Ganyan po. So, karamihan po yung alternating current is ito po yung mga disaksak natin, yung mga sinasaksak natin. No? For example po is yung mga kuryente po natin sa convenience outlets natin, sa saksakan. Okay? While si DC power naman po, or direct current, examples po niyan is yung mga debaterya po. Debaterya na equipment natin, no? For example po is remote, no? Debaterya ang mga remote po natin sa TV. So, ang ginagamit po niyang klase ng power is direct current. Okay? Okay, number 51. Which storage device uses flash memory and has no moving parts? A. HDD, B. CD-ROM, C. SSD, or D. floppy disk. And the answer po dyan ay SSD. Okay? Or solid state drive. So, si SSD nga po, katulad po ng sinabi ko kanina, is mas mabilis po siya kaysa sa HDD or sa iba pa po natin na storage devices. Sa ngayon, no? We do not know if mas mag-i-improve pa ba ang ating technology. Next, number 52. What do you call the unique number assigned to each device in a network? Letter A, MAC address. Letter B, IP address. Or letter C, host name. Or letter D, gateway. And the correct answer po dyan ay IP address. Okay? Bakit po si IP address, hindi po si MAC address? Actually po, si MAC address po is it's also a unique number, no? Pero po, si MAC address po ay mas on local area network po. No? Ibig sabihin po, for example po, dito po sa bahay, 'di ba, meron tayong mga wifi. Pero, meron tayong wifi and merong mga iba't ibang devices na nakakonect. Okay? So, yung mga devices po na yon, meron po siyang MAC address, no? Kasi po, it's just a local area network. Okay? Si IP address naman po is on a much larger scale, no? Kasi like internet, on a broader network. Okay? And kanina po, we've already defined what is a network. So, in this case po, we are referring po in the network like internet. Kasi hindi naman po in-specify na local network. Okay? Or LAN, local area network. Pag sinabi naman po nating host name, no, ito po yung parang username natin. Okay? Ito po yung mga human readable name. So, actually ngayon po, kung kayo po ay naka-laptop, you can check po yung mga host name ninyo. Type nyo lang po dun sa command prompt, host name. Okay? Tapos yun po yung dun nyo po makikita kung ano po yung pangalan ng device ninyo. Okay? Pag sinabi naman po natin na gateway, no, ito po yung routing device. Example po is Wi-Fi router. So, it's a device na ginagamit natin para makakonect yung iba. Okay, number 53. In website development, which language is primarily used to define the structure of a web page? A, CSS, B, HTML, C, Python, D, JavaScript. And the answer po dyan ay letter B, HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. No? Si CSS po ay ginagamit natin more on styling. Ibig sabihin po kung ano po yung itsura. Okay? Kumbaga po sa katawan, dyan, yung CSS po yung balat. Okay? Si HTML po, or is yung mismong structure, yung mismong buto. Okay? Si JavaScript naman po is ginagamit po siya more on interactivity. Si Python naman po is general purpose programming language, no, na pwede nating gamitin. While once again po, si HTML is more on the structure and layout po ng content ng mga web pages natin. Number 54. Which of the following is an input device? A, keyboard, B, monitor, C, speaker, D, printer. So easy nito. Alam ko ya. Alam ko na alam nyo to. Okay? And the answer po dyan ay keyboard. Okay? The rest po, monitor, speaker, printer, ay examples po ng output devices. Number 55. You are sending an email invitation to multiple clients, but you want to keep their email addresses private from each other. Which field should you use to enter their email addresses? A, to, B, CC, C, BCC, D, subject. So, kung kayo po ay may email, which I guess meron po, no? Makikita nyo po to pag nagsasend kayo ng email, no? And ang sagot po dyan ay letter C, BCC. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin po ng BCC is blind carbon copy. Okay? So, ito po ay, pag po tayo dito ay naglagay ng email address, yung iba po na pinagsenda natin, si to, si letter A, tsaka po si CC, hindi po nila makikita na sinendan din po natin sila. Okay? Si to and CC po, naka-display po yung addresses nila sa recipients. Ibig sabihin po, pag po tayo ay nag-email, yung pinag-sendan po natin, nakikita po niya na sinendan mo din yung mga nakalagay sa CC. Si subject naman po is the title or purpose of the email, no? So, si CC po is ginagamit po natin to keep others informed, while si BCC naman po is para ma-maintain po natin yung privacy. Now, for example po, kayo po ay kunwari magsisend ng email sa inyong mga contractors, no? Pwede nyo pong ilagay sa BCC yung boss niyo para hindi nila alam na nababasa ni boss yung email ninyo, okay? Para malaman, para ma-inform lang si boss na, boss, nag-send na ako ng email sa mga contractor natin. No? Pero hindi po alam ng mga recipients natin. And, hanggang 55 lang po tayo for now, no? Tomorrow po is 50 questions po tayo. Kasi po mayroon po akong mga sinama na computation po. Pero before we end, syempre po magkakaroon po tayo ng brief run-through po of our discussion. Okay? So, number 1 po, which of the following recommended practice for computer maintenance? And ang sagot po dyan ay letter C, deleting unwanted files to create more storage space. Okay. CPR is an emergency procedure used to restore ano po? Ang ulit ang nire-restore ni CPR? And that is blood circulation and breathing. To protect your eyes while working on a computer, ano daw po yung fina-follow natin na rule? That is 20-20-20. So, 20 every 20 minutes, 20 feet. Titingin po tayo sa 20 feet for 20 seconds. Okay? Okay, number 4. What is one of the key differences between bookkeeping and accounting? Ang sagot po dyan is letter D. Bookkeeping focuses on recording transactions while accounting involves analyzing and summarizing financial data. So, pasensya na, nag-overtime po tayo. Konti na lang. Number 5. A teacher collects raw scores from a quiz after computing, processing, and organizing the scores into a table with averages and remarks. What has the data been transformed into? It's information. Number 6, anong technique daw po ang nag-reduce ng waste in a workplace? Siyempre po, it's practicing diligent supply management. 7, kapag daw po tayo ay nagtanong sa estudyante, have you ever used a multimeter at home? What did you use it for? Anong step daw po or anong instructional event ni Ganye ang nire-represent niya? And it's gaining attention. Number 8, paano daw po na-facilitate ni internet yung communication sa workplace? Sa ating mga choices. And ang sagot po dyan is letter D, by allowing employees to collaborate remotely and share files securely. So, dapat po kung nakikinig po kayo all throughout, mabilis na po ang pagsagot ninyo kasi po it's a run through. It's a review. Okay, number 9. After students complete a digital poster using Canva, the teacher uses a rubric to evaluate their work and ask them how they can improve the layout, text quality, and color usage. Ito po ay nagko-correspond sa anong event of instruction? It's assessing performance. Number 10, anong technique po ang ginagamit natin para mag-convert ng mixed numbers to improper fractions? Minumultiply po natin yung whole number by the denominator and we add it to the numerator. Number 11, if ko-convert daw po natin 4.2 kilograms to grams, mabilis ang sagot. 4,200, what should we multiply by? It's 1,000. So, therefore po, magiging 4,200 grams. Okay? Number 12, which type of storage device is considered outdated pero commonly used in storing data in earlier computer systems? Ang sagot po dyan ay zip disk. Ito po, in the context of file storage, what is an example of remote storage? Ito po ay cloud storage. 14. Why is backing up files considered essential in computer maintenance? Okay? It ensures data integrity and minimizes the risk of data loss. 15. Ang Pareto principle daw po ay nagsasuggest ng 20% of issues. What percentage daw you can achieve the benefit? It's 80%, no? Because Pareto principle is 20-80 principle din. Okay, which of the following must the electronic storage system be capable of? Ang sagot po dyan is reproducing legible and readable hard copies of electronically stored books of accounts. Ano daw po ang ini-illustrate ni per chart? It's project schedules and task evaluations. Para daw po ma-promote ang more sustainable workplace. Saang department daw po tayo makikipag-usap, okay? Para magkaroon ng flexible work arrangements, it is operations and management. Ano daw po ang primary objective ng 5S methodology? Siyempre po, to improve workplace organization and efficiency. Using visual materials to label items and to provide instructions ay practices po under what phase of 5S? So, 5 po yun. Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Shiketsu, Seiketsu. Okay, so ano po ang sagot? That is Seiketsu. And a grade 10 student, TLE student is building a wooden shelf for a project. The instruction says to cut a wooden board that is 6 feet long. Pero meron lang po siyang tool na inches lang ang pinapakita. Ilang inches daw po ang meron sa 6 feet long? And that is 72 inches. Okay, what must the electronic storage system include to maintain the quality of stored records? The answer po dyan is a program for regular evaluation and quality assurance checks. 23, what is the formula to compute net income? So, revenue minus expenses po. So, ibabawas po natin yung expenses, yung mga nagastos natin sa ating pinakakita. Ito daw po ay nagre-refer sa list ng company's account titles and account numbers or codes in a ledgers. So, it's charts of accounts po. Ito, refers to the resources owned by a business that represents the future benefit to the company with reliable measurement. So, it is assets. Ilang milliliters daw po ang meron sa 2.5 liters? It's 2,500 ml. Which of the following best describes a personal transaction? Ito po yung pagbumili si employee ng birthday gift sa kanyang kaibigan gamit ang kanyang sariling pera. Si Jenny daw ay interested sa turning her leather para maging sapatos. Anong klase ng business daw ito? It's manufacturing business. Sa pagpe-prepare ng sloped farm, anong soil preparation ang kailangan natin gawin para mas maging effective siya in preventing erosion? That is terraces or terracing the slope and constructing drainage canals. Ano daw po ang second step in Gania's 9 events of instruction? It's inform learners of the objective. What is the obligation, payables, and debts the company owes that must be paid within 12 months or a year? Ang tawag po dyan ay liabilities. Ano daw po yung correct accounting equation? Ito ay assets equals liabilities plus equity. What would be the value received and value parted if JDC Corporation purchased office supplies for its business? Its value received is yung office supplies, yung values parted naman po is cash. Ano daw po ang ibig sabihin ng on account sa isang transaction? So, the business owes money or bought on credit. So, ano daw pong account normally has a credit balance? That is owner's equity. Okay? LER po, kasama din po dyan is yung liabilities tsaka po yung revenue. While assembling a computer in computer systems servicing class, a student identifies the monitor, keyboard, and motherboard as examples of which computer component category? It's hardware. Ano daw pong analytical technique uses intuition and reasoning to solve problems? It's logic and intuition. Main goal po ng information sharing meeting sa business communication, engage attendees and improve future meetings. Number 38, nag-open ka daw po ng email mo and mayroon ka nakitang message na pinipilit ka na i-forward yun sa 10 tao para maiwasan ng bad luck. Anong klase ng cyber threat daw po ito? It's hoax email. 39 po, while designing a logo and photo editing program, meron kang isang estudyante na gustong mag-save ng image. Anong format daw po ang kailangan niyang gamitin para ma-preserve ang transparency? It's PNG. Kung yung kumpanya daw po is bibili ng furniture gamit ang cash, debit cards, or checks, anong transaction? It's cash transactions. So, which of the following is often referred to as the origin or foundation of all modern networks? Pag sinabi po nating mother, origin, or foundation ng modern networks, it's internet. Ano daw po ang main function ng firewall? It is to block unauthorized access to from networks. HTML tag po is used to display. Anong HTML tag po ang ginagamit para ma-display ang images or pictures? It's IMG. Okay, ano daw po dito yung hindi function ng operating system? It's hardware manufacturing. No? What type of memory is lost when the computer is turned off? That is RAM. Okay, or random access memory. Which of the following best describes phishing? It's tricking users to reveal personal information via fake emails. Ano po yung ibig sabihin ng URL? It's Uniform Resource Locator. So, ano daw po yung totoo about open source software? So, ito ay accessible and modifiable. Ngayon, maximum length of C85 Ethernet cable, 100 meters. And ano daw po yung ginagamit para ma-convert from AC power to DC power sa isang computer? It's power supply unit. Anong storage device po yung uses flash memory and has no moving parts? Is SSD or solid state drive. 52, ano daw po yung ginagamit na unique number assigned to each device in a network? That is IP address. Sa website development naman po, ano daw po yung language na ginagamit to define the structure of a web page? That is HTML. And 54, ano daw po yung input device? Example ng input device, keyboard. And last one po, kung tayo daw po ay magsasend ng email invitation to multiple clients, but you want to keep their email addresses private from each other, which field should you use to enter their email addresses? And the answer po dyan is BCC. And that's it po for today. Maraming salamat po sa pagsubaybay sa ating live stream. And I'm so sorry po if nag-overtime po ako ng 30 minutes. Hindi na po mauulit. Okay? Tatansyahin na po natin bukas ang ating live stream. Okay? Yun lamang po for today. Pero if meron po kayong mga specific questions, for example po kayo po ay nagsa-self-review, pwede nyo pong ilagay po sa comment boxes natin or sa chats po para ma-address po namin na TCRC. Kasi po, aminin man po natin o hindi, masyado pong malawak ang TLE, no? Hindi po natin sure kung madidiscuss po natin lahat ng subjects na sa TLE. Okay? So, for now po, once again po, if may questions po kayo, feel free to comment it down below and itatry po namin na i-address yon sa aming mga next session. So, yun lamang po muna and thank you so much po kung nandito pa rin kayo hanggang ngayon. So, that's all po and goodbye everyone. Sana po ay meron kayong natutunan for this day. So, bye-bye everyone!